Crash and burn. Crash and burn. No, I just sent I just sent out some tracks recorded. It's 3 minutes, 3 minutes of voice acting, and we'll see how that worked out for us. And just came off the Saturday show over at the Patreon Project. Doing the usual shit and some unusual shit. Just killing time, trying not to watch fucking TV. Yeah. So that's it. A little bit of extra fucking me for you, or whatever, you for me. However that found. That's right. I'm supposed to try to open up a fucking Discord show, huh? I don't want to do that right now. It's gonna frustrate me. All right. We'll see. No, I don't want to do this right now. I don't want to do this right now. You don't want to do this, Chaos. Don't do it. Do not engage. Do not engage. All right. Oh, you can't see it yet, so that's good. That's actually good, because I'd be giving away too much information.
The only way to get to having any sort of explanatory power is to critically analyze the objects in reality and see how they interact, measure it, observe it, talk about it, discuss it. Those are the ways to do tangible things. You have something that's entirely intangible and unprovable that you're just saying. You're just speculating and positing. This explains everything.
I can't even see who posted this. Oh, this is from the Atheist Experience Club.
I want to present a version of Christianity that I think atheists can accept. I think for Christianity to be true, there has to have been a real Jesus Christ human being with real disciples. And he really did have to teach them some kind of moral philosophy, and then they spread his teachings. Now, we may never be able to know what the truth of what he actually did and taught were, but I think as long as that foundation is there.
So you're just saying that a cult could be formed. That's literally all you're saying. We know Mormonism exists, we know Jehovah's Witnesses exist, we know there's myriad other cults that exist. So all you're saying to me right now, you're not in any way proving that it's true. So you're just making an argument for Christianity existing without a God, which is what, okay.
Psychotheology.
I want to present a version of Christianity that I think atheists can accept. I think for Christianity to be true, there has to have been a real Jesus Christ human being with real
something happened. Whatever. We'll do something different. 147 subscribers. Well, all right. We're back up to 147 subs. That's quite something. Thank you. That's interesting. Oh no. That was what I wanted to do. 420 Atheists. So I was on the stream last night, and the stream's still running. But let's go back to when I was on. Let's do that. Yeah. Because I think we were getting into an interesting conversation with Jody and Ed and myself. I was having some audio issues, so let's see how bad that was. If we can. Stream sniping, skeet surfing. This is Sammy 420 Atheist. He's been running this live stream for like 13 hours now. 13 hours? I think some people fell asleep though. I'm not sure if any sleeping actually occurred. I slept. I definitely slept since then, but I don't know about the other guys. Let me do it. maybe not.
Fine.
Oh, there we go.
So my brother
We
and
have
I
to
were
get
complete
way back
opposites.
here
I
somewhere. In like the first 3 hours or something. Maybe nothing. As far as time tracking. Oh, yeah, there's me. There's me again. Somewhere around here. I really
rural,
love
like out in the
rural
middle
town.
of nowhere.
Oh, okay.
Like the houses were far apart.
Mm-hmm.
So I wasn't really saying a whole lot, other than just identifying with Jody there, as far as having social anxiety
People would just pop in.
as a young person,
Nobody called.
and how much it affects your development, and how people really don't understand how to deal with it. Like most people,
Somebody
start
pissing somebody
scared
off.
for that.
And my mother didn't really get along with my father's family.
Yeah, I know how that is too. Yeah, quite a bit.
Same situation.
With your boy, you mean, or what?
So when I married my husband, my
Let's go. They're gonna talk for a minute. I think Irina goes off camera and.
yeah,
that's
that put
comes with
a
business,
lot on
yeah.
our marriage.
Why is that?
So the business would fail because we'd owe the IRS.
Okay, yeah.
We'd owe them so much money that
Were you guys spending money? Or?
5 minutes. Something like that.
pressure point with me and my husband because of the fluctuation of the money. We were either pinch.
Not seeing a preview or a timestamp.
Like the most difficult, irate, irrational people that are out there, and I have to put myself in those situations and be able to handle it.
How did you
And
find that job?
I got into it by accident.
What kind of job?
I'm a security guard.
Security guards are irrational?
No, I'm talking about the people I have to deal with as a security guard. The upset customers, the drunks, all those people. Yeah.
Oh, like a bartender.
Right. Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah, so my mic's pretty bad, but yeah.
Life is
There might be a little bit of a lag there, but yeah, we'll see. It might catch up. I say
fucking
some other shit later.
exhausting.
You know, life is exhausting.
You got no idea.
My youngest son is 18 and he's got severe friggin' they diagnosed him with general and social.
It's like either super exhausting or it's like you have too much energy and not enough time to deal with it, like one or the other.
The only place he didn't have it is where his boxers were, and it started when he was probably 8, 9 years old. And he had like this personality though that was very vibrant, and he had a lot of girlfriends, if you will, and they would literally like wait on him. They would like, I guess they were flirting with him now that I think about it, but anyway. But he got to a point when he reached middle school, when he was in 7th grade, he didn't want to be in school. And it got so bad that when it came time to get on the bus, he ran away and he scared the living shit out of me. So I started taking him to therapy, you know, trying to work through what's going on with this kid. And then they put him on this drug called Stellara, which is $18,000 every 3 months. And all of his psoriasis disappeared. So he was being bullied because he had patches of psoriasis all over his arms. And he would try to ignore it, but these kids got nasty with him. And I mean, it got to the point where he's like, I honestly have no choice. I was born with psoriasis. But there was no reasoning with these kids. They were like sports jocks, and they were using my son to make themselves look bigger. I don't fucking know. But so I started taking him to like Strong Hospital in Rochester for a day program where he could be around other kids just like him that don't want to be in a school. My son, when he would describe school, he said, Mom, it's like you're taking me to prison when I go to that school every single day. It was like prison to him. So long story short, after 4 years of this shit, back and forth to lots of different experiences where I had to call the cops on him because he spit in my face. And he would try to jump out of the car when I was trying to take him to an alternative school that was out in the woods where you sat around the open fire and talked about David Thoreau's philosophy of life, where people need to be communing with nature. I mean, we tried everything with this fucking kid. And it finally got to it was mostly me. My husband was working, but it finally got to the point where we both agreed that we were going to smoke pot together. And that's what we did. I started smoking pot. He started smoking pot. And him and I just started kind of connecting.
Hey, I got to take off. I just wanted to hop in here real quick. And thank you,
Okay.
Sammy. And
Yeah,
good night,
there was
everybody.
a lot of information
Good
from
night.
Jody there.
Have a good night.
I do feel like I relate to that story.
So when I walked away
from
from my
both
husband,
ends,
my son was kind of ripped
like
to
because
shreds
I have
because
that
I'm
similar
like his only best
situation with
friend.
my mom where I was like a super
I mean, he
problem
does a lot of
child.
online
She didn't even have my dad in the picture,
He never
and then
really
like
connected with anyone.
you know, she didn't have all her shit together either.
Sounds
so
like a guy that I want to meet.
being more like
Very nice guy.
companions than mother
really
and
nice.
son. So still dealing with that shit. Looks like Jody is too. We're gonna get into the God conversation here, so that's what I'm really interested in. So I might skip ahead a little bit to where Ed starts interrogating, and I'm doing a public apology to Irenic because we dicked up on each other.
Isn't that weird when you get drunk? There's things you don't remember, but then all of a sudden they start coming back.
Yeah, I get some of that. Usually, unfortunately, it's very hard for me to black out, so I remember most of my drunken episodes that I just can't really account for them other than, yeah, I was drunk. But there were a few good blackout moments where I was like, what the hell happened?
Right. I think it depends on if I'm hydrated when I'm drinking. The more hydrated I am, the better I
Talking
do.
about drinking a little bit.
I used to take
Yeah.
stimulants. I take stimulants when I drink, and then I'm a pretty small guy, so if there's something keeping me up when I should be passed out.
Through all of that crap. I'm not really looking forward to it. But his daughter did come last weekend, and she hoed out a big ass closet. So that's the other part, is like I have to get to know his kids. I'm trying to kind and so he's been a constant in their life. When him and his wife split up 5 years ago, his kids came and lived with.
I am moving forward, right? It looks like I'm moving forward, but
And we were sitting around.
now we know we're moving forward.
To
Oh,
my
yeah, yeah,
husband.
yeah.
If I knew my son needed something, I'd make sure my husband would pick it up, or I would say,
I
you
guess
know,
I
you need
had
to get on Josh
accidentally
about
interrupted
his
Jody
room
there.
because it's a toxic dump waste, and it was, yeah. I'm still coming back from this shit. I think I need a drink, but I'm not gonna do it.
That's hilarious. I just said it's fine, and Ed's like, it's shit.
We're talking about my microphone.
He's probably sitting there going, well, fuck, is it shit or fine? Go
It
with
has its
Ed.
moments, yeah.
I
Go
was
with
on
Ed.
my
again.
phone.
Try
so-
try again, Kev. Last time you went, I heard only half of it.
Test check 1 2. It's probably because I'm on my phone.
Now it sounds fine. Does it? No, it doesn't.
See, it's weird. It sounds okay.
But
to
then
me.
Will came in, so it was hard to tell. Like
You don't
what was
hear
being-
the microphone humming?
Will got a little bit of the buzz too.
Oh no, because I'm on my phone. I've just got it on speakerphone, so it sounds dog shit anyway.
I am pretty much legally deaf, so no, I'm not kidding, and it's probably because I was constantly around chaos. No, they said it was because I had a ear
Now I'm
infection
listening
when I
through
was a
headphones
child,
using proper
and
mic, and I have a fan
my
buzzing in
eardrum
the background.
probably. I don't remember what they
Burst?
said. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I never went to a doctor when I was a kid. My parents never took us to the doctor. Never went to a dentist. We were raised in the country, like kind of like feral cats.
My
They
ex.
x-rayed it, and they said it was like, instead of landing on the inside.
Ew! I mean, I'm just happy to spend your paycheck.
I know. And I'm happy to give it.
Do you make money on YouTube at all?
Oh God, no. I've only got 200 subs.
Not yet. Give us time.
Sammy
Getting
over
there.
here complaining. Got more subs than I do.
Is it even
On YouTube, at
possible?
least.
Oh, yeah. You just gotta have something, like some sort of regular, consistent show. You know what I mean? That has features that people are interested in.
Yeah.
Well,
What
I've
is
been
it,
watching YouTube for a few years, and I have my favorite.
Well, originally what I wanted to do was reviews of all the JW bullshit, right? I did one. My videos average about 50 views. The one video I did in the style I want to do almost has 15,000 views.
Wow. How many
Yeah.
years though?
Maybe 12 months max. So it climbs, it's still climbing. Like, I checked maybe a month ago, it was 10,000. And then I checked the other day, it was 15,000. So it's gone up 5,000 views in, a couple of weeks, a month.
JWs are pretty much in the spotlight at the moment with all the Australian what's it called, the CHI, the child abuse thing, and
Oh, yeah, that was, so that actually
it's in
happened in
media.
2016.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it's still pretty popular. I think there's a big movement of JWs leaving.
Mm.
There is.
and so they're watching all the old stuff.
Are those the ones
think-
that they can't like touch each other when they're before they get married?
You know, it's
Yeah, you're
those-
probably thinking of the Mormons because they do that weird
Oh.
soaking thing.
But like
The hell?
temple
I-
draws.
JW get a hold of my number, and he's called me, I think, twice this week,
Yeah.
and 3 times last week. He really wants to have a conversation with me. I might try to record it.
Oh yeah, it's buzzing really
Oh,
bad.
please, monkey, please do that.
It would be unlawful
Christian channel on
for me
on
consent,
on-
so I have to
on
get
Discord.
consent.
And I've noticed in the last few weeks, a lot of JWs are surfacing on
Oh, really?
online, which is mind-boggling to me because they are not allowed to go. Well, allowed. They don't go online. They don't know go on debates online
Yeah.
and stuff like that. And they are starting to surface on online platforms to get their stuff.
That's the beginning of the end for them.
I've seen that with
Exactly.
the Amish and the Mennonites around our area. Or you
Yeah.
know, like
I love
Yeah.
you, brother.
pardon?
Oops. Sorry. I was telling my daughter I loved her. I didn't realize I'd unmuted.
No, you're fine. I gotta go potty.
Hey.
Oh, I didn't realize she said potty. I only heard I gotta go and then saw the avatar come up.
Yeah, I was planning on making my format more about picking apart like the fundamentalist Christian arguments, but I just can't listen to it anymore. I was just over at Praises listening to him talk, and it's just madness. I don't know how it all made sense to me before, but now I listen and I'm just like, the fuck are you talking about?
It just sounds crazy, isn't it? It's not just.
Yeah, but it
crazy,
didn't.
it's
It didn't used to,
refusal.
Ed.
It didn't.
Like I was in, so it like I was able to do the same mental gymnastics, and now I can't do it. I listen to them, and like the more I learn about the early Christians and the early church, and the orthodoxy, and all the infighting in the early Christians and shit, I'm like, what you guys are.
Right thing, wrong button. I've got a lot more questions for William after this stream because I kept wanting to cross-examine William, be like, wait, where are you coming from now? Because I know you've been talking to Richard, and so now I got a whole different kind of perspective. But I got the idea that William had a different view of Christianity. So we've been having these talks. We'll have one again soon.
You guys are talking about two different ideas of Christianity and smushing them together like they're the same thing. Between like Paul and Peter.
He's so like duplicitous. Like he'll act like such
Oh,
a
yeah,
nice
my mic's
guy, and
buzzing
then
really
you
bad
can really watch people run around doing the same. It's like other people calling people scumbags and trash and all that, trash humans and all that shit. And then I don't know if you saw it, he made a video on Guts Gibbon. He like lip synced her to
Are you talking about Kevin?
No,
Yeah,
I
you can
praise.
barely hear me because whatever that is.
When you said scumbags, I was
Oh,
thinking
that's
Kevin's
ugly.
biblical discussions because
So,
he always
yeah.
calls everyone scumbags.
Yeah, that always tickles me.
I'm a scumbag.
But, like I will say I got to meet Kelby the other day, and Kelby Cuello was he was great to have on my stream. He was he was over in that group. I met him on Praises, but he was out of the group. He's been the most reasonable and logical of all of them. I mean, aside from Bond, obviously, because Bond's just amazing.
I don't think I've ever conversed with Kelby. I've seen him in side chats, but
Well, he had a different, like I think he saw me in a certain way until he came on my stream and talked to us, and like Sammy was giving him good questions, and Hillary's, I mean, just really everybody, Halsey, and he was cool. He got defensive a couple times, but overall, he lent himself to reasoning, and I'll always be willing to talk to someone who's willing to reason.
Well, I guess our time is just about up. You can donate using links or whatever. I don't know. Subscribe to the Patreon thing and hear more of this stuff, or just stay where you're at. Be well, be kind, stay trusty. Have a great rest of your Saturday.